Mark Zuckerberg announces that he will be following in the footsteps of Elon Musk by officially rolling out their own version of paid verification. This will include a paid verified service for both Facebook and Instagram. Under this new payment process, you will have to pay between $12 and $15. This will allow your account to receive official Facebook and Instagram verification in the form of a blue check mark. With this news, there is quite a lot to unpack here. Paying for a blue check mark is something that is quite new. It is but the latest form of monetization from billion-dollar corporations to squeeze even more out of the consumer for features that should have been included from the beginning. When Elon Musk took over Twitter, he was determined to bring about massive change. Over the last couple of months, he has made sweeping changes to the social media platform. Part of his first act was to lay off the majority of staff. Unfortunately, when companies are looking to cut back, they oftentimes turn to labor first as they see it as an expense. After this, Musk made sweeping changes to the algorithm, created new advertiser opportunities, and introduced Twitter Blue. Thus far, Twitter Blue has been the biggest announcement of them all. This new paid verification system allows users to get access to a number of key features. This includes fewer ads, favor with the algorithm, and the opportunity to upload and monetize long-form video content. Thus far, it's really difficult to say whether or not this service has been a success. Due to the political divide within the United States, even a private company like Twitter has been caught up in the partisan sinkhole. Those who agree with Elon Musk's views have been singing his praises, and those who disagree with his worldview have been writing about the downfall of Twitter the day after he took charge. The blue check mark itself has become a political symbol for many. You have those who support paying for the membership because they believe Musk is fighting for free speech and they want to support it. These supporters you will typically find on the right. Then you have those who believe that Musk's views on free speech are extremely dangerous and thus they won't be paying for the blue check mark. These people are typically associated with the left. All of this brings us to Meta and the newly announced paid verification for both Facebook and Instagram. Meta for the last few months has not been having the best time. For some reason, Zuckerberg seems dead set on taking his company and running it into the ground. During the pandemic, Meta decided to go all in on virtual reality. This was a massive gamble for them and one that has not paid off. The Oculus VR headsets have been underperforming for years now, and with no proper third-party support, it likely won't pick up ever. They have invested billions of dollars into the social media aspect of virtual reality while failing to innovate in other aspects. There is no investment in strong AAA gaming. The virtual internet browsing experience remains lackluster. Virtual movies, virtual concerts, and all the other features that would make such a device interesting remain missing. Meta has spent very little time getting third-party developers to buy into their ideas, and thus Oculus relies almost exclusively on first-party support. Thus far, all we have received are virtual avatars with no legs. Due to this mismanagement, Zuckerberg was forced to admit that he made a mistake. The result was 10,000 job cuts. Now Meta is desperate to generate additional income, and this brings us to paid verification. Unlike Twitter though, Meta is not offering much to its paid users. Twitter had a massive free speech debate driving the conversation and thus also membership sales. Facebook does not have this advantage. Their membership base is also drastically older and thus it will be more difficult than ever to sell this idea. Zuckerberg for his part did say the following during his announcement. To help up-and-coming creators grow their presence and build community faster, today Mark Zuckerberg announced that we'll begin testing a new offering called Meta Verify, a subscription bundle on Instagram and Facebook that includes a verified badge that authenticates your account with government ID, proactive account protection, access to account support, and increased visibility and reach. We're starting with a gradual test in Australia and New Zealand later this week to learn what's most valuable, and we hope to bring Meta Verified to the rest of the world soon. The idea is being sold as a way to help combat bot accounts, very similar to what Twitter is offering. With Elon Musk opening the floodgates on paid memberships, we will likely see more platforms in the future follow a similar trend. Social media has always been a free way for members to express themselves. Companies get to make billions in revenue and consumers get to enjoy the service free of charge as long as they do not mind a few ads. All of this is now set to change with 3 of the biggest platforms offering paid memberships. Platforms like YouTube and Google might be following soon. Paid verification YouTube channels could soon become a reality. Verification memberships for Google accounts will likely follow next. The profit incentive is there and corporations will stop at nothing to cash in. It was only a few months ago that NFTs swept the internet. Everyone was going crazy for it, and it did not take long for companies like Google to announce their intent to get involved. Changing users for access will soon be a reality. We have become so addicted and dependent on these platforms that most will likely pay for membership or verification when the free versions no longer satisfy our needs. For Meta, this is a clear move of desperation. Most know that the company is struggling. Mark Zuckerberg lasted longer in this space than many would have expected, but sadly very few ever stay on top forever. Before Facebook there was MySpace, and just like their time came, we will eventually see Facebook be replaced as well. Before Google, there was Yahoo, and in the future, a new search engine will likely take its place. Although companies like Apple and Microsoft have withstood the test of time, these exceptions won't be the rule. Meta is bleeding members and revenue. Paid verification will likely do very little to salvage this situation.